Traffic heading in and out of downtown Minneapolis, Minnesota. The setting for our broadcast tonight. Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. James Harden has led the league in points per game the last 3 seasons. And the Beard said, honestly, it's not even about me scoring. Teams are playing me for the pass. I just try to make the best play, and whether that's scoring or passing, every game is different. Kevin, back to you.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. As we approach the halfway mark, let's take a look at how everything in the East right now stands. Taking a look at Brooklyn, the season well underway, and they've been solid in 3rd right now.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they've stayed true to it.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Durant, Harden out there with Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4. And for Minnesota, Edwards is out there with Beasley. Then there's Towns. Then it's Russell. And it's Rubio in at the 1. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Irving against Russell. Pass to Harden. Up and in on the layup. Do you remember, Greg, if you watched the standings very much when you played?
You know, we were always aware of it, and a lot of that had to do with the goals. I remember early in my career playing for the Knicks, you know, we were trying to win championships, and we talked a lot about home court and having that and come postseason time. So you were absolutely aware of where you were because of the goals you set, but I think that also changes depending on who you are as a team. If you're a championship caliber team that's won it, and maybe you're in the midst of a dynasty run, it may not matter as much because you know how good you are and you can win no matter where the venue.
Nice to see Harden continue to expand his range. He is an absolute laser from outside.
Pass to Towns. Harden against Rubio. Here's Towns. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And that one is good by Beasley.
Yeah, you look at Russell, one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Harden outside. The pass to KD. High post try. And it's off the back rim. No good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Rubio, the pass to Towns. And stolen by Jordan. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
Boy, Russell loves to take and make these quick trigger shots. He plays with a nice rhythm and flow to his game.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Passes it to KD. Jordan trying to free himself up. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Great communication on the alley-oop.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him.
And a nice touch on the finish.
And so it's Brooklyn with it after the basket by Minnesota. Harden dishes to Durant. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. Yep, it counts. So it's Rubio bringing it up for Minnesota. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Nets. That one was played in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and they got beat last time these two teams met, and really free throws were the story.
Yeah, you know, that differential jumps off the page to me. And whether it's more disciplined defense or more aggressive offense, they've got to look to flip that script tonight.
And that one's good. Towns.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Now here's Jordan. He had 10 points in the win against the Rockets in Houston. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. There's the foul. That's against Minnesota. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Free throw good, Jordan.
You know, at this stage of his career, Jordan not only knows his role, but thoroughly and fully embraces it. He's out there to provide energy and hustle on defense and on the glass.
And so Jordan nails both of them. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Rubio looking it over. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
You know, catching the defender slightly out of position that time. Rubio takes advantage, now goes to the line.
The Timberwolves shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
First free throw is good.
And, you know, guys, when you watch Rubio, he's one of the most hyped international prospects ever. Scouts were right about his ability to manage the game, though.
Both free throws good from Rubio. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. Harden outside. Knocks down the 3 ball. Harden's got 10 points in the game.
Strong start here early. 4 of his first 5 made. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Harden against Rubio. There's the lob to Towns. The shot, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted 3-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their 3-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
And that one falls for Ricky Rubio. Both free throws good from Rubio. Here is Harden. A 23-point game for him in the win against Houston. He's off on that one, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Here's Beasley. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Punch, counter punch. impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Here's Irving following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Pass to Harden. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Rubio against Harden. Beasley outside. Here's Towns. That one doesn't go. Good D by Irving. Durant with a wide open look. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
You know, sometimes you just assume this shot is falling before it goes in. Durant's outside jumper is that deadly.
Beasley inside, defended by Durant, and Jordan sends it back. Here's Durant. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. KD's got 7.
Boy, how about the outstanding hustle from Durant? I mean, getting out on the break as soon as the ball was headed the other way. The more bodies going up court, the better.
Now, here is Russell. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. 6 to shoot. Towns, the pass to Beasley. Shoots over KD. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. Davis is checked in for the Timberwolves. Okogie comes in for Ricky Rubio. And then for Brooklyn, Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Nets leading by 7. Now Harden, 12 points for him. The 3 ball. And Davis pulls it down. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Okogie. Now Towns. Shot to stop the run, and Towns throws it down.
You know, of all the things Okogie does well, his passing tends to get overshadowed at times. I mean, easy to see how creative he is on this feed.
Dinwiddie left side. Dishes to Harden. Rebound Minnesota. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And, you know, confidence is key there. They seem to play with a ton of it, especially on the offensive end.
Here's Dinwiddie. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Here now is Dinwiddie. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Harden kicks to Griffin. They grab their own miss. A shot by Jordan, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Edwards can't hit. Nets leading by 3. Griffin dishes to Harden. Outside Jordan. Here's Harden on the wing. He's guarded by Davis. Here's Griffin. And that one goes long. For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Edwards can't hit. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Dinwiddie wide open. Here's Griffin. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one is on Towns.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Towns. Culver comes in for Edwards. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Russell. Here's Okogie. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul. Nets leading by 6. Harris looking it over. The 3. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Davis, the pass to Okogie. No good on the 3. Nets shooting pretty efficiently out there. A decent 48% in the first quarter. Here's Luwawu. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Nets lead by 8.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
McLaughlin, the pass to Culver. Hernan Gomez with the ball. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes it to McLaughlin. Here's Okogie. Trying to get open is Davis. Nice D from Griffin. So it's Brooklyn now, coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And we know GA's shooting is a question mark for Jarrett Culver.
A long windup, a little hitch in his giddy up, and shoots it kind of on the way down. He's reworked his motion. I like the high release, but it's still a work in progress.
No good on that one.
And at Texas Tech, Jarrett Culver operated as a lead guard. Is that a role he can fill at this level?
You know what, Greg? I think he's got the potential to. He's got excellent vision, good size, a really nice pace to his game. I think he can play some point, but he may be best suited as a secondary creator.
He's off on the second.
Boy, the work ethic is something that stands out for Jarrett Culver. Very impressive.
On the wing, Harris. Nice ball move. Oh, what a finish!
Oh, my word. I shouldn't be amazed anymore when Griffin pulls off a dunk like that, but I always seem to be. The man has some unreal moves above the rim.
Now, here's Culver. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Misses from close range.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Over to the wing. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Lays it up off the glass.
Well, you look at Culver and you watch his game. He's a tough 2-guard now. He's strong, he's got good length, and he's very skilled.
24 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Luwawu. Green finds Griffin. The three-pointer, no good.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's McLaughlin. Here's Culver. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked, and yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
James Harden getting it done for the Brooklyn Nets. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Back right after this. And recently, Kevin Durant discussed what they have to face night in and night out.
I think we get a lot of teams' best shot in the first half, where they, hitting on all cylinders, playing good brand of ball, moving fast, playing great defense. And I feel like we're at that level to start the game, and then, it's about who can last at that level the longest.
And Greg, it's one of the great challenges of being one of the teams to beat.
But that's the difference with a superstar like Durant. He can give you elite play from start to finish. Lesser guys can do that only in spurts.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
We've got Davis. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
What a find by Griffin. He's a lot more skilled as a passer than he gets credit for as far as power forwards go. He has terrific vision.
Now, here's Culver. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Irving's checked in. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Griffin against Davis. Here's Culver. Brooklyn with the rebound. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Floats one, and Dinwiddie gets it to go on the assist by Griffin. Dinwiddie's got 5 points now this quarter. Here's McLaughlin. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Beasley's checked in for Josh Okogie. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Kevin Durant comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Irving. Pass to Claxton.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup. Give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Timberwolves trail by 8. Beasley outside. Inside. Here's Davis. And it's denied. Out of bounds. Timberwolves ball as Minnesota keeps possession. Minnesota making a switch here. Towns is checked in. Beasley inside. KD's on him. And that one is good by Beasley.
Beasley just outworked the defense there. I mean, was able to get into his shot and get it done inside.
Now here's Dinwiddie. 5 points in the game. Now the pass to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the bucket by the Nets. Beasley, the pass to Culver. Shot clock at 5. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. The high post shot and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And now it's a 10-point Nets lead. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Nets leading by 8. Outside, KD. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Now here's Dinwiddie. D right on him. And the rejection by Towns. Claxton the pass to Green. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Claxton no good. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Here's McLaughlin. He has 5. Here's Towns. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Towns has got 8 points.
Well, you got to do better to root Towns out of there. I mean, he's a really polished scorer inside.
Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Irving from long range. Let's keep it alive. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target from outside.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Gomez kicks to Culver. The kick out to Towns. Got a piece of it, and he recovers it. Pass to McLaughlin. Dinwiddie with the steal. Pulls up. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Culver's shot is off. And Jarrett Culver gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Minnesota making some changes. Edwards, he's checked in for Gomez. D'Angelo Russell comes in for Culver. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. Then for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Harden in for Dinwiddie. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to KD. Jordan high post. Lobs it up for Jordan. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Boy, Jordan is an alley-oop specialist, a big target with strength and bounce.
Towns. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Here's Claxton. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Rockets in Houston. Here's KD. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. And we've heard Towns for years pronouncing his happiness with the Timberwolves Last season, Greg, as the losses piled up, some rumors that he was getting frustrated.
Well, we've seen this pattern with the Timberwolves before, right? Kevin Garnett, Kevin Love, all-star big men who ended up leaving the Twin Cities to win titles.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Now Rubio. He has 6. Pass to Towns. Back to Rubio. Clock at 6. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 8 now on the night. And the pass to Claxton. Back to Durant. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Durant's got the lead up to 10 now for the Nets. Rubio, the pass to Russell. It's Beasley on the wing. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Kevin Durant. Greg, you really began to emerge and got on the national scene at UNLV, but you started your college career at Portland, where you were actually named the Conference Freshman of the Year.
Yeah, how about I actually averaged more points in Portland than in any season I played at Vegas. Totally different roles, but Portland's always going to have a sweet spot in my heart. My first child was born in the great city of Portland.
And the first one drops.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Here's Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. And that's 15 points for KD.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Russell, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Now Rubio following Durant's three-point attempt, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Greg, you played against some terrific players, including the late, great Kobe Bryant. I'd love to hear your thoughts on playing against Kobe.
I mean, his passing is still tough, I'm sure, for many to deal with because he was just taken from us at such a young age. But this guy was a ferocious competitor and someone who showed us in life and in tragedy that you need to make the most of every moment that we have here. You know, I just appreciated the fans getting to know Kobe once his career was over, because I think he was able to let his guard down a little bit and show us a lighter side, a more compassionate side.
That is an excellent point. Harden, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Harden's got 14.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
As a matter of fact, a lot of his points came from the stripe. He was feeling it. He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Now here's Harden. He's got 14, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Towns.
And Harden is fearless. Awesome at gutting the defense and making them send him to the line. He just knows how to draw fouls and get himself to the stripe.
Davis is checked in for the Timberwolves.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Kicks to Russell. The shot missing. Good work defensively by Harden. Here we go, one-on-one. And the wide open shot from Griffin. Offline with his three. Timberwolves trail by 10. And here's Russell. He seems to always be finding ways to score, averaging around 23.5 points a game. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
And with his percentage at 87, he's done just about everything they could have asked when it comes to free throw shooting.
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
And so Jordan nails both of them.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
We are having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
This is his third trip to the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good. And so Ricky Rubio nails both of them. Brooklyn leading by 10. Harris passes to Harden. Fires the three. Nets with the new shot clock. Out to the right wing. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Minnesota shooting 40% from the field. Outside, Russell. Here's Okogie. No points in the game yet for him. Back to Russell. 5 to shoot. A three-pointer off the mark.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
The drive by Russell. And Jordan sends it back.
When Jordan comes to deny a shot, his size and reach give him a big advantage.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Now here's Rubio. 8 points for him. Passes it to Edwards. Back to Rubio. He kicks to Davis. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Okogie misses. Nets leading by 14. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Misses the three. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. Goes up again and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. It's Harden with the drive and the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Minnesota calls timeout. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
Minnesota making some changes. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Okogie. Culver comes in for Russell. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Dinwiddie is checked in for Brooklyn. Here's McLaughlin. 5 points in the game. Davis dishes to Edwards. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed. Edwards got 4 points now in the quarter.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
Dinwiddie passes to Jordan. Back to Dinwiddie. And that one, good. And the Nets lead by 16.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Down low, here's McLaughlin. No good with the layup.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Right wing. Pass to Hernan Gomez. And it's blocked by Jordan. And he's able to get it back.
Well, you've got to respect Jordan as a shot blocker. He's one of the best in the league. His length and explosiveness make him a great rim protector.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Nets out in front, up 19. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Hey, James, we know that scoring seems to come easy for you. How do you create that mentality out there?
I just like to have fun. You know, it's all for the kids. It's all for the fans. You know, I think that's what we're here for. And so, you know, guys, just go out there, compete, have fun, and just play hard.
My family doesn't think it's all for the kids, but I appreciate your sentiment. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. James Harden led the way in the first half. He had 20 points. And as great as James Harden has been, his game has attracted its share of critics. They say he flops or travels or that he dominates the ball. Shaq, what do you think?
Listen, haters gonna hate. He's playing at an all-time great level. And when they're winning, jibber, 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 jibber.
Well, of course, the greats are judged not by what they do in the regular season, but what they do in the postseason. So, you know, to silence those critics, you got to get that ring.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through two quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Setting the floor for the Nets. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. Then it's Jordan. And it's Claxton in at the 4 spot. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Brooklyn leading by 19 points. Harden the pass to Harris. Nets passing it around. On its way from Irving for 2, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Irving's got the first basket of the third quarter for Brooklyn. Minnesota shooting about 35% from the floor, not much falling for them. Towns high post. He's against Jordan. And it's Russell missing.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Count it, good.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here is Russell. Rubio finds Beasley. Outside, Towns. Pass to Rubio. And Towns throws it down. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, you know, the energy, the hustle, the length and reach, Towns using it all to perfection when he attacks the offensive glass.
Here's Irving. He's got 8. It's Harden with the drive. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
On a nice little roll here to start this half, connecting on their first 3 attempts.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lessons. But you're right, got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Free throw drops for Harden.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game, and it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area. That would be 4 in a row for him now, as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Towns up top, 12 points for him. And that one is good by Beasley.
Tell you what, he's getting whatever he wants on offense. It's a lot of fun to watch. This has been all Beasley so far.
And the Nets with possession here. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Up again, and there's Jordan, putting it right back in. Jordan's got 8.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
Nets leading by 21. Outside Irving. The pass to KD. To the inside, Harden, and the jam by Harden.
That's one of the areas he's really improved. Durant's passing abilities have grown as his years in the league have grown.
Russell with the bucket.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
The Nets have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go down in this quarter. What a fantastic start to the half. Irving kicks to Harden. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Deflects the pass. Harden with it. 25 points in the game.
Hey, yo, right here.
He dishes it to KD. Over Towns. The offensive rebound. That one doesn't drop. Timberwolves trail by 21. Beasley outside. Back to Towns. Lets the 3 fly. He doesn't hit that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. And on the way from Irving for 3. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. 11 points in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Timeout. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you.
Really good to see Harden get nasty on defense. He's got quick instincts and quick hands, and I like how he pilfers it on occasion.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Nets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And also, I've been extremely impressed with their interior D. Their rim protection has been as good as it gets.
Just 5 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And Josh Okogie, a rugged wing defender out of Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and he takes an awful lot of pride in that aspect of his game, Greg. He wants to lock people up, always active with his hands around the ball.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Well, you know, Okogie has quickly proven himself to be a dynamic player. He flies around the floor looking for ways to help out his team at both ends, which is quite impressive for a young guy like him.
Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets. Now here's Dinwiddie. 7 points in the game. In the corner, Irving with it. Shoots from 14, and it's Brooklyn scoring again.
And I love the tenacity, guys. He simply can will his way into games at times and exert his presence.
Here's Russell. 8 points for him. Passes to Okogie. Towns down low. Another miss by Minnesota. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. On the wing, Irving. No good on the 3. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Beasley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, when Beasley stays within himself, I think he's really an effective player, and we know he's skilled on offense.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
He misses the free throw. So for the Nets, Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Durant. Brooklyn in control. Outside Griffin. From beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And guys, I think that's a tribute to his work ethic. I mean, it's not by accident that he's enjoying the success he is at the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Edwards. He's perfect from the line this time. Brooklyn in control. Irving looking for an opening. To the paint, here's Green. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 9th assist in the game now.
Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Now, here is Russell. He's got 8. There's the lob to Towns. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the 3rd. Outside Irving. Goes up at the stripe. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Here's Edwards. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Griffin. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Edwards can't hit. And for Brooklyn, their shooting in the 3rd quarter has been brilliant, up around 58%. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Timberwolves have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the 3rd. Pass to Beasley. From the arc. Here's Towns. The second effort. Russell trying to free himself up. And it's Towns missing. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at 51%. Really solid. Irving can't get it to go. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting down near the 40% mark since halftime. They've been slow getting going. The Nets on offense. Launches it. It's rebounded by Towns. The Timberwolves shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Here's Beasley. Again, the miss by Beasley. And that's a foul called on Malik Beasley. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Ed Davis is checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Hernan Gomez comes in for Edwards. Culver's checked in for Malik Beasley. And Jordan McLaughlin subbed in for Russell. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Harris is checked in. Now here's Griffin. He has 7. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is up and in. Griffin's got 9 points.
It was all about his athleticism when Griffin first came into the league, but it didn't take long to see he was about a lot more than that. He's got serious skills down low.
Here's Okogie. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Here's McLaughlin. Shot clock at 6. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Dinwiddie passes to Luwawu. And Davis sends it back. Here's Okogie, guarded by Harris. Culver, second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in. 10 points for him.
Well, I tell you, you got to appreciate the energy Culver plays with. His smarts, his aggressiveness, especially when he puts those things to use on the boards.
Here's Luwawu. Here's Dinwiddie. Softly drops in the floater.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Now, here's Culver. He's guarded closely. Davis. Rebound, Brooklyn. There's 1:38 left in the third. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Look at Harden. He's currently atop in the Eastern Conference. He's got a lot of fans the world over.
He's got plenty of fans among his fellow players as well. I'm sure he'd be #1 on their ballots if they were voted.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Nets leading by 23. Harris outside. Dinwiddie with it. Culver covering. And Jarrett Culver gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Jordan comes in for Jeff Green. And it's James Harden in for Luwawu. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Inside. And the dunk by Jordan. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
A nice shot by Culver.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Harris outside. And a miss there on the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's McLaughlin. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McLaughlin's got 7 points in the game.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up. Good job there by Harden setting that screen, got his body right where it needed to be.
And stolen by Jordan. Now here's Griffin. He's got 9. Outside Jordan. Kicks it to Harden. Takes the three. No good on that one. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Brooklyn ahead, running away with this one. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Towns is out there with Davis. Then it's Culver. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Okogie in at the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
And the shot goes in.
You got to like what Rubio does here. I mean, working his magic in the painted area.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. And there's the pass to KD. Goes up from the top of the key. Again, the Nets for 2.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here's Towns. Left side Davis. Griffin with the steal. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And he recovers it. Towns, no luck.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
2 points, that one goes. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds. And it's Rubio penetrating. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on James Harden.
Making a concerted effort to attack. Rubio draws contact. He'll go to the line.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Minnesota making some changes. Reed's checked in, and Jake Layman subbed in for Davis. And then for Brooklyn, Brownie's checked in for Dinwiddie, and it's Johnson in for James Harden. Johnson, the pass to Durant. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Good work there as it goes.
Durant's ability to score in a lot of different ways is huge, and he makes it look easy.
Culver passes to Reed. The dish to Rubio. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Rubio. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. KD passes to Griffin. Knocked loose, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And he lobs it up.
You know, slick play that time by Rubio, doing what the guard's supposed to, force the defender to make a decision. And when he does, Rubio able to find the roller where he can do something with the ball.
Johnson outside. Pass to KD. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. 23 points for Kevin Durant.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Durant with the steal. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Durant's got 8 here in the quarter.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And again, Minnesota will turn it over.
And this is like another case of Murphy's Law right now, and it's been their own doing, really, just like we saw there.
Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for Minnesota. The Nets also changing it up. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Blake Griffin. It's stolen by Brown. Pass to Durant. Clock at 6. That one no good. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Reed the pass to Culver. Here's McLaughlin. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Reed. He's covered by Brown. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Shamet got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Monday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors.
And for their matchup with Orlando, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
Matter of speed that time for Culver. Got him inside for his shot, and the defense just couldn't keep up.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Nets. The pass to Durant. 20 feet out. And again, no good by Brooklyn. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. McLaughlin, the pass to Layman. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Jeff Green is checked in for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarro comes in for Johnson. Good on both. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Kevin Durant comes in for Luwawu Cabarro. Irving's checked in for Brown. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Landry Shamet. And a wide open look for Irving. And again, it's the Nets missing. Minnesota shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope. When just a little while ago, it looked like hope was lost.
Hard not to wonder if maybe they left it until too late. I mean, they finally started to make some things happen, but at this point, they almost have to be perfect the rest of the way.
Outside Irving. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs. And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Rubio against Dinwiddie. Outside, Towns. Passes it to Beasley. Just 5 on the clock. Rubio outside. And it's off from three-point range. Brooklyn leading by 22. In the corner, it's Dinwiddie. Goes back up. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Beasley dishes to Russell. Not going to go that time. Dinwiddie with some nice D.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
And I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
Now here's Jordan. Pass to Claxton.
Really a complete defender. I mean, Towns able to do it in the paint and on the perimeter.
Here's Edwards, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kevin Durant.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Edwards. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Dinwiddie who brings up the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Here is Russell. Outside, Towns. To the middle. It's picked off. And now the fast break. Durant with the ball. Count it.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
The Timberwolves shooting about 45% from the floor in the fourth. Here's Rubio. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, guys, whenever Russell attacks second chance opportunities like that, it's a big bonus.
On the wing, Irving. He's guarded by Russell. From the line, and the shot goes down. KD's got 12 points in just the second half.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Rubio the pass to Towns. Over in the corner, Edwards. There's the three. No good on the shot. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Looked to me like just a frustration foul. It really kind of sums up the game they're having in general.
Pass to Irving. Back to Dinwiddie. 5 on the clock. 16 feet away.
And that's Russell. I mean, has the length to disrupt and bother shots, even against bigger or more explosive athletes.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line.
And he's been to the line much more here than he was in that first half. He's not playing nearly as tentatively as he was earlier.
Now, here is Irving. Outside Durant. Ring shot on the way. It's rebounded by Towns.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Orchestrating the offense like a vet. D'Angelo getting everybody involved.
Now, Dinwiddie. Buries it down low. Dinwiddie's got 4 this quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And Russell gets it to go.
And this is what you get with a bigger guard. D'Angelo able to finish through contact.
Brooklyn leading by 19. Here now is Dinwiddie. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. .153 left in the fourth quarter. Dinwiddie against Rubio, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Now here's Dinwiddie. He's tightly guarded. Right side Irving. It's Durant on the wing. 6 to shoot. Over Russell. Offensive rebound, Nets. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Jordan. KD's got 14 points now in the second half.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Nets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
They simply refused to let their opponent off the hook in either game this season. And that's why they're going to finish up the year with a 2-0 record in the season series against the Timberwolves.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance. It was a big-time outing for KD.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
Oh, what a pass, and then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
7-second difference, shot and game clock, and Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. 20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Lobbed up there for Green. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. And the Nets lead by 21.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
And Brown drops them both. There's 10 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's McLaughlin. Drops in the layup for two. Here is Durant. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. James, you guys facing a back-to-back on the road. A tough schedule, but so far so good, right?
It's tough, man. We're a resilient team. We work extremely hard, you know what I'm saying? So put the pressure on us, but we're mentally tough. Big-time win on the road, and we got another one tomorrow.
Yeah, you win on the road with mental more than physical, man. Appreciate your time. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.